this is dispatch.
Good morning, YouTube. Buck Rub here, and welcome to another edition of Buck Wild Trucking. I am in Slidedale, Louisiana. I dropped my load at the Sam's Club last night about 10:30 and made my way over here to the TA. There was one spot left when I got here, and I grabbed it. Surprisingly, it was probably one of the easier spots to get into, but either way, I found a place and I got me a good night's sleep. It was a little warm last night. Now that I'm paying for my own fuel, I'm not idling. As little as possible anyway. I mean, if I need it, I will, but I didn't last night. It ended up cooling off real nice and ended up being real comfortable with my side windows open. But anyway, I've got a pickup at noon about 60 miles from here that's going to Franklin, Virginia, and this thing is due for a DOT inspection, and I've got a small coolant leak that I thought was just a clamp, but it's still leaking after I tighten the clamp down more, so I'm going to get that looked at. So get this thing inspected, get this coolant leak fixed, and then I'm going to head over, and then we'll go from there. The adventure begins. I am in, excuse me, I'm in Gramercy, Louisiana at the Cargill sugar factory, and sitting there waiting for a pickup. Came in, I had a noon pickup, but I think it's kind of first come, first serve, I believe. They have me parked over here on the side, said that there's already 2 trucks back there, and when one comes out, they'll call me to go back in there. I didn't get my inspection done. I checked in at the TA, you know, and when I got out of bed, I walked over there and they said they could get me right in, and I went inside and they pulled me into a bay, and I sat there they told me that somebody would come out to me in a few minutes, and I sat there for about 30 minutes, and I went in and asked, I said, hey, how long before somebody gets on this? And she goes, oh, our inspector's going to be about 2 hours away. I said, well, I ain't got time to do it. I got a noon pickup, and that's a good thing, because I grabbed some breakfast, and I got here with about 30 minutes to spare. So anyhow, that didn't get done. I'll have to stop somewhere on the way and get that done. But we're going to load up here, and we're going to head to, I think my end destination is Franklin, Virginia, which I believe is 1,050 miles, something like that. So I'll get loaded over here and see how far we can make it tonight, and maybe stop somewhere where I can get inspected right there. This is pretty cool. I've never known how they did sugar, but I'm sitting here looking behind me in the mirror, and there's a pond. It's like a pond behind the fence, and it kind of looks like a sewage treatment plant, but I think that's actually where they're processing this sugar or something, because it's all the white sugar. It looks like sugar, unless it's poop foam. I don't know, but it looks like sugar. So I don't know. I've never watched how it's done, but the pond looks like it's full of sugar. So I don't know. Anyhow, pretty neat, and I'm super excited still. So we'll get heading down the road and see what we can see. Good morning, everybody. I'm in Cuseta, Alabama, at the Cuseta Travel Plaza. I haven't been inside. I don't know what it's like inside the truck stop. I'm on a back gravel lot. Kind of lucked into this spot. I stopped at 2 or 3 places trying to find parking last night. I mean, when it said full on Trucker's Path, everything was full. But I got into this place, and it's got a back gravel lot, and I was able to find an end spot next to a guy that had dropped a log trailer. There was a flatbed that had come back here and spun around, and he just figured, okay, this is good enough. And I mean, he parked right in the middle of this dirt lot. There probably would have been places where about 4 more trucks could have got in here had he just not pulled into the middle of this lot. I mean, literally, check this out. So this is the gravel lot I'm in, and I came in from that direction, and this cat, where that flatbed is there, right behind that flatbed, right in the middle of the lot, is where this cat parked. I mean, he just literally pulled into this lot and pulled the brakes and went to bed. But anyway, I had to pull in to where that other flatbed is, and because there were a lot more trucks over on that other area, and I had to pull up around him and blindside around him and then kind of pull back out to get into this spot. Took a little while, but I got it done. I got a good night's sleep. It got a little cold. I did get me a new fan because it was warm last night, and I had it on. It woke me up in the middle of the night. Had to shut the fan off, and then woke up again. Had to shut the windows. It got a little chilly, but it wasn't too terribly bad. It feels good to get a 10-hour break in. Something I haven't been able to get in a long time. But I slept pretty good. So I've got about 45 minutes before I can start my clock again. I've already done my pre-trip, so I'm just kind of sitting here waiting, and I think I'll walk up and get me a cup of coffee. We've got about a 10-hour drive to our destination. I don't have to be there till tomorrow morning at 7, but I'd like to be there tonight. That way I can get offloaded first thing in the morning and then grab my next load, which we'll work on that today, trying to find my next load. So anyway, so we'll see, and I'll let you know my next stop. Good afternoon. I am at the TA in Burlington, North Carolina, and I gotta take a 30-minute break. So I'm gonna pull in here. I'm gonna go up here to the shop and see if they can get this DOT inspection in. I guess I ought to grab my wallet. I know, Matthew, if you're seeing this, I didn't have it right next to my butt. I've been getting on to my son because he don't keep his wallet at his butt, so he gets out of his vehicle, and then I use it, or he ends up somewhere and he don't have his wallet, and here I am doing the same thing. But it was aching a little bit. So anyway, I'm about 3 hours away from my destination. I don't have to drop till in the morning. And like I say, it was in 30 minutes or so of me needing to take my break. So I'm going to run up here, see if they can get this inspection in, grab something to drink, rest a little bit, and then head on. I don't believe there's parking at my receiver, but there is a Love's there that I'm told usually goes into the evening okay with parking. So we'll figure it out as we get closer. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day, and I'm going to run in here and see if I can get this taken care of, and we'll let you know what's next. It's a beautiful day. You think winter's over? I hope so. 4-hour wait to get a DOT inspection, they said. So I decided to pass. I'll stop at one in the middle of the night, but I grabbed me a chocolate shake and an energy drink, and I'm rolling. I got about 3 more hours to go, so we'll see how far. We'll see if I can get an inspection in Franklin. I'm not sure. I don't think there's a TA there, but I'll look here in a little bit. So anyway, talk to you later.
Well, good evening, everybody. I am in Franklin, Virginia at the Love's truck stop. I got here with about 30 minutes to spare on my 11-hour clock, and I'm only about 2 miles from my drop in the morning. I've been watching Trucker's Path. There's only 2 truck stops here, and one of them had no information, and this Love's has like 70 spots here, but Trucker's Path showed that there were some spots, but it hadn't been updated in over 3 hours, and I got here and it's full. There's there's trucks parked along the curb, and there's no spots in there, but there's about 8 trucks out here parked on the side of the road on this little side street. There was room in front of one of them, so I parked in front of this flatbed here, and hopefully no one raps on my door in the middle of the night. If they do, I'll find somewhere else to go. But it looks like from the tracks on the side of the road here on the shoulder that this is where a lot of people park, and I suspect there'll be a couple in front of me before the night ends. But I'm real excited to find out that this Love's has a Bojangles. And man, Carolina Tanker a couple years ago turned me on to Bojangles, and I like it better than Popeyes. So that's what I'm gonna have for dinner. And then I think I'll grab me ice cream and do me a live ice cream with Ron tonight. But anyway, I'm going to shut her down for tonight, and I'll update y'all in the morning when I drop. And man, thank you so much for watching, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. That's what I'm talking about. Bojangles. We don't have that in Texas.
Good morning or afternoon, whatever you might like to call it. I forgot to make a video this morning when I dropped my load, but now I'm in Newport News, Virginia, at the Newport News Marine Terminal. I'm kind of in a holding pattern. We had a disaster. I can't find my Twic card. Me and my wife remember seeing it when I moved out of my truck, and when I was putting stuff in the truck, I can't physically remember if I saw it in the house or if I saw it in the truck. But as we were going through stuff, trying to eliminate and and everything else, she asked me what it was. I told her that's my Twic card and I have to have it. But I've never used the Twic card. Maverick required me to have it, and then I've never been to a port. This is the first time I've ever been to a port. So I have to hire an escort and hope that when they run my driver's license, they don't see that I have a Twic card. The escort says that if I've never used it, it won't come up because I've never been entered into a system before. But we'll find out. But anyway, this escort's going to end up costing me $30 an hour. I got turned around coming in here and didn't make it at 11:45 like they needed me to get in. So I'm waiting outside, and it gave me about an hour and a half to dig through every aspect of this truck, and I've gone through every shelf, every cabinet. I've torn my sheets apart. I've gone through every bag, my bathroom bag, my glove box, my doors, my side pouches. I've gone through everything in this truck, and I do not see my Twic card. My wife went out to our dumpster. Today's trash day, so it's already rolled out to the road. Bless her heart, she dug through every piece of trash, piece by piece, in the dumpster, and she couldn't find it. And she's looked at every place in the house that she can't find it, and my fear is it accidentally got thrown away maybe here in the truck, but I can't imagine that either. I don't know. I can't find my Twic card. But anyway, so I have to pay for an escort to get in here. They're going to come and get me here in about another 20 minutes and take me to the back, and yeah, I got to pay them cats $30 an hour to get into the port. So anyway, I'm picking up a load of paper here, and I'm going to be taking it to Kentucky. It's got to be there at 1 o'clock, so it's 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. So I think I have plenty of time to get there. I'm pretty sure, and we'll see. But anyway, yeah, first disaster. But everything else is going pretty good. This is going to cut into my profit on this particular load, but it is what it is. But I was going to close this video out when I dropped off this morning, and I didn't, so I figured I'd make a little closing and tell you where I was, and I'll start another one once I get into the port here, and I'm going to try to be more active. You guys have requested that I put out more videos, and I will try to be active. If I'm boring you to death, tell me I'm boring you to death, and I'll slow down or I'll do something different. But I don't know what to do. Whatever you guys want to see is what I'll do. So anyway, till next time, I'm Buck Road. Out.